to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing... toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. My golly, and welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will boot it away to start the game. That ball skips through the end zone. And they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. The hand to the running back. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it on the outside. It's James. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Back to the quarterback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And to get rid of it quickly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot. He gets outside the pocket. And a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They'll run the option. Makes it past the marker. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And this defense knew coming into the game with this quarterback's speed, David, they were going to have to be ready for him to tuck the ball and take off running.
But it doesn't matter. You know it, but he's so fast. You don't know about the angles, and you can't tell how fast till you get in the game. And he just takes off and makes big plays with his feet.
They'll put the tight end in motion. The inside handoff. They get him stopped after he picked up a 5 to the 28.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes a connection. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to move them on the counter. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Looking to throw on 3rd. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
To the air on 1st down. Dances away from the heat. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Now on the move. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. it's a design play, it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausted.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. Now improvising. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
On first down, here comes this offense. They'll leave it with the lone back. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fast motion from the offense. Right back to the well. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Direct snap. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Got enough space. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground game on the left. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Listen, that play didn't work great, but you keep the defense honest, right? Make sure they know, listen, you better stay home. You better stop getting aggressive and trying to run this direction, or else we're going to continue to run the misdirection the other way.
Running it to the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. The run to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Great protection. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If the guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here comes the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Goes to the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's April. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He'll do it himself. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Bowling Green is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 13 to Maryland. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Trying to get to it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. It's a flea flicker. Buys a little time with his feet. Looking for his man in the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And they go aggressive, Palmer. They're trying to go up top, trying to make a play. And how about them running the flea flicker, catching the defense off guard, but just missing it, just missing an opportunity to really create some momentum in a big play.
And you can't waste that opportunity, David. The flea flicker was set up. You can only call it once a game. You can't call it twice. They had the look. They just could not execute.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. flushed out of the pocket. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Throws to the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And you could tell the QB found a matchup he liked, and that was the tight end running that 7 route or that corner route, trying to make a play, trying to give him the football, but really, really nice coverage on the back end. Not letting that big fella get his body on him and post him up. Doing a good job getting his hand on the football, swatting to the...
Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fair catch called for and made. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Gonna run it. It's Averill. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page, coming up with the big one.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. He wants to throw here on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires on the move. Caught near the sideline, it's McNabb. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Oh, gives him the tough, stiff arm. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. These corners backing off a bit. Looking to move it through the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. The Ducks get it past the sticks.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
Softened him up with a run and now to throw. Looking to buy time. He throws one to the left. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Iowa State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Takes the handoff. It's James. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And a Nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You've got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Wants to throw on third down. Got his man to the left. And stampeding through the defense. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Motion from the offense. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
On second down, wants to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the response by this defense? You gave up some yards, so what? Bowed your neck now on third and goal, 3 stops in a row when it matters most, forcing the offense into a critical fourth down situation.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Pulls it in. It's Avram. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Now adjusting. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Ducks! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. And the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Unleashes one. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
At this point on offense, late in the game with the lead, if you can run the ball, get a couple 1st downs, I mean, you can just bleed all these seconds off the clock and ice this thing.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. He wants to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide out in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. Quarterback checking the play. The snap sets up the throw. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the first down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Right on target this time. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Dialing up a second down pass play. Skips away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab on the right. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Oregon! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw him.
Lofts one high and deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Tosses it back. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. Touchdown Ducks! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but I won't.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Quarterback checking off. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's taking the deep shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Got it, looking for the first down. And the ball squirted out. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. After this, it'll be a wrap. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.